Afternoon folks, it's Saturday, it's about 3 o'clock just gone. I've just got off the bus and I think you can guess where I am. So I'm on my way up to Meldon Reservoir and then I'm going to head across the moor that way. Right, let's press on. Right, I'm coming towards the back end of Meldon Reservoir now, and it's the same thing happening now like I had with the cuckoo, but there's a jay just on the other side. He's been screeching for quite a while, and as soon as I get the camera out he stops. So from the last time I've seen it, he's somewhere amongst those trees. Alright, I'll catch him in a minute. Right, I've just stopped off at the base of the Linz Tor. I'm going to pitch here now. I hadn't intended to pitch here tonight. I was going to look at somewhere else, but at the moment my knees are sort of playing up at the moment. I've got a slight problem. I can walk all right, I'm not in pain. It's just when I kneel down, that's when I get the difficulty. Also I want to say it's the first opportunity I've managed to get out, and I think it's the last 5 or 6 weeks. Basically because I've been busy at certain weekends, and recently I've just recovered from a very weird stomach bug. Which basically meant I spent most of the time in the toilet and making friends with packs of Imodium. I'm over that now, so I'll make most of this weekend, I think. So I think the first thing I do is clear all this bloody sheep's mess out of the way. Right, that's the Serenity net set up. As you can see, this time I've used a plastic sheet underneath. That's just basically to give it a little bit of extra protection underneath. Also for me to kneel down on and put my rucksack on, because that sheet will come out. So hopefully that will work. It saves using a bag, which is absolutely sod to fold up afterwards. So the sheet's got the old hole in it, but I'm not too bothered by that. It looks like it's sloping one direction there, but I don't think it is. I've just laid down on top of it. So I'll get the fly sheet on now, and I'll show you what it looks like after it's been set up. That's the gatewood cape set up. My first pitch was awful. My second one looked spot on, and I realised something wasn't right. My pole was sort of off at an angle, so I was fighting around undoing the pegs. In the end I just took it all apart and I started from scratch again, and I thought I got it right. The only problem I've got at the moment is a slight part there. The edge of the net is just touching the fly sheet. I'm not going to mess around with it now. I don't know why it's doing that, and maybe because I got that corner probably too far out tight or something, I don't know, but one little bit ain't gonna matter. The other end's fine, but it's tight. I mean, the fly sheet is tight as anything. I will go around and just check it again later on. You can probably see that is pretty tight. But yeah, so I'm going to leave it at that, I think. Now we'll stick everything inside, so I'll be right back. Right, that's the multi-mat inflated in my sleeping bags, and they're just airing off. I know some people like these sort of bits of the videos where they talk about what kit they got. Basically, if you've seen my last couple of videos, or my last video, you would have seen I've been using stuff bags. That one there's got some clothes in it at the moment. The blue one is just been put in my bag. That's what keep my sleeping bag in. I recently obtained an orange one, which is the smallest one, so it's small, sorry, extra small, small, medium and large. The yellow one's got my food in, which I'll show you later. Other items I'm using, yes, I have got an Nalgene and I am using it this time. Got a camera case on the bag from a compact. Hip bow's got like a Leatherman and my sunblock and stuff in. As for the rucksack, inside the lid I always keep like my radio, toilet paper, first aid kit. The lid pocket holds my waterproofs, my coat, my trousers, my gaiters if I'm not wearing them. My front pocket holds the gatewood cape, along with the Sawyer mini water purifying system. My other stuff, like I said, it's a food, Cedar Summit X mug, bag of drinks. I've also got underneath there 2 little pots of sugar and milk powder. It's my G-clamp tripod. The little Ziploc bag there is a mini flask of whiskey, it's about 1/4 of a litre. That's grouse again. map and compass, binoculars because I go bird watching, my glasses, basically because I'm blind as a bat. I've got my tie spoon, my phone. I've also got spare batteries for my phone and my compact somewhere else in the bag. Another piece of kit I'm using now is just new. It's a new mug, and this one, if I can spin it around, is an out kit. I think it's a Mai Tai 900 pot. The reason why I went for one of these is I've been looking at a slightly wider base pot than my 750. The 750 always holds a 100 cart. This one will hold like a Coleman 250 gas cartridge, which is what's inside. My stove I got on the top along with the stand for the canister. It was recommended to me by Stuart, aka Scottish Wanderer. So if you're watching this, Stu, thanks for the advice, mate. Also, again, the cost of it. My Tokes mug is about £34, I think. This Outkit one is £25. So I mean, I've tried it a couple of times. It's done well. So if you're after a lightweight mug and you don't want to break the bank buying something like an Evernew at 60, 70 quid, whatever it is, 25 quid from Outkit direct. And I'll show you this in a minute when I do my tea. Right, it's gone 7 o'clock now. I'm just about to do my tea. I was just going to do some filming. I put my hand down running some sheep shit, so I just had to go and wash my hands. I just changed my shirt as well because he's a bit damp and sweat. I've got on the Craig Hoppers Nosy Life t-shirt. So that's the pot on top of my stove. I'm just about to put some water in there now to get my water going for my tea. Drinks bags there on the left, mugs all ready, and I got the bag containing some sugar and some milk powder. And for my tea, I've got chicken and sea is light tuna, picked up in America. Same goes to the Idahoan mashed spuds. I may have some of the beef jerky with it. So that's my tea. Other food I'll bring with me. I've also got one of the army boy in a bag meals, which I was given, beans, bacon, potato. Other things I've got some ramen noodles, pork flavour ones, which I'll probably have with some of the beef jerky anyway. Snack stuff is like Pop-Tart, that's peanut butter, and all my other snacks is like Snickers, Hobnob bars, some of the Nutrigrain bars, and a pack of sweets. So that really should keep me going, I think, until tomorrow evening. Although I should be home in about 24 hours time. So right, let's get the water on the go and have a brew, then a whiskey. I finished my evening meal now. I've just polished off 2 cups of tea. I may have another drink in a minute. I've just come back from refilling my Sawyer bottles. I topped up my water bottles earlier on and just refilled these again, so they're all good to go for the morning. I'm going to pack everything away, but I'm just waiting on my gaiters to dry off a bit. My shirt's still a bit damp. So it's only 8:30, so I'm just going to amble around for another hour or so. But looking around here, I thought I was by myself tonight, but a little while back I heard something. I sort of had a look, and down by the river about 200 metres away there's a chap who's pitched a tent, and he's got his 2 young boys with him. And but when I got here and I was walking around the reservoir, I bumped into a chap with his young son, and they were out camping for the night as well, but the amount of gear he had looked like he was camping for a week. At the end of the day, it's nice to see kids coming out, enjoying the moor, camping on the moor, just like the rest of us do. So hopefully they'll enjoy it and keep on wanting to do it. Good morning. It's just gone 8 o'clock on a Sunday morning. Weather's been fine for a while until the last few minutes when it's just starting to get a bit misty up on the tops, but that's nothing to worry about as long as it's dry. I'll say I've been up for a while. My sleeping bag's now packed, my roll mat's packed all back in the rucksack. I've finished off a cup of tea. I'm now just boiling up some water for a boil in a bag meal. With this pot, I'm actually quite impressed with this pot for the time being. Apart from being able to get both hands in to wash your hands in case, it seems to be doing quite well. So if you're looking out for an inexpensive titanium pot, I think you couldn't go wrong with one of these. But what I'll do, I'll try and add in a couple of photographs showing a comparison between this pot and my Tokes 750 with like pictures of the canisters inside and whatever. Right, it's gone 9:15 now and I'm all packed up. I'm ready to head off. I think for a change I'm going to go up the Fordham's Ledge. One thing I will mention is that I know a lot of people use GPS sat navs, and a lot of people do use their phones for that. But what I found, if the camera's going to pick this up, is that most of these, like Maverick, View Ranger and that, only give longitude and latitude. The only one that I know so far, if it's going to pick up again, is OS Locate. And what that does, it converts to longitude and latitude and gives you a 6-figure grid reference. Well, 578878 is, here's the 57, get it in the shade here a minute, 57 puts me here, 87 is there, and it puts me roughly at the base of Lints Tor, which is where I am. I'm going to head up the Fordham's Ledge, which is there, and I think the grid reference for that is 576888. And I'll try that app again, and it probably will say the same, I'm hoping. But so far I've tried it a few times, it seems to be pretty good. Right, let's press on. Right, I got the Fordham's Ledge. Didn't take too long. I got a couple of the locals here come to greet me. It's getting a bit misty in the distance, but it's nothing to worry about. So I've just walked up from down there, and as I said earlier on, using the app OS Locate, it's given me a grid reference of 575888. If I remember what I said, going from Lints Tor and to get to Fordham's Ledge, I said 576888. So it's not that far out. So if you're interested in it, it's on the Google Play Store. It doesn't cost anything to download. Worth checking out. Yeah, morning. If you remember from the previous videos I've done in the past, and I've mentioned about a Crash B24 Liberator, on the other side of the valley, I'm just going to gradually zoom into this now. You can see like a light patch roughly in the centre of the frame. That's one pit of some wreckage. You might be just sort of make that out. There is another pit, I think just a little bit lower down or around that area. Going up the hill, there's another piece of wreckage, and I think that area's got an engine. Then further up the hill, I don't know if I'm going to locate this now, is the cockpit area. So basically it's going down from down there all the way up to the hill. So if you ever get a chance, have a look at it. Right, I'm currently on High Will Haze. It's the highest point on Dartmoor. Weather's sort of coming in a bit low cloud again, but I'm not too bothered by that. It's looking a bit misty towards Yes Tor in the distance there, which is where I'm going to go in a moment. Then I'm going to go and cut across and do a couple more tours over that way with the sun shining. Alright, let's press on now. And this is Yes Tor. It's not too bad at the moment, it's still a little bit misty, but nice cool breeze. And that's High Will Haze. Right, I've come down from Yes Tor, and when I was there I stopped off having a drink. It was the military's up here, the army's up here doing a bit of firing and that. It's not live firing because there's no flags going, and there's certainly nothing advertised for this weekend. So any noises you hear is going to be blank rounds and thunder flashes, etc. So I got here, and I noticed they've been here at some stage because the ground is absolutely littered with used blank cartridges. All around this area where I'm walking, I can see loads of them. But with it being a military training area, one other thing you do have to be careful of is finding that sort of stuff. And that there is a used smoke grenade. So even if it's used or unused, don't go picking them up. I'm leaving that one as it is. But also what you will find up here is this. That's a blank round, but it hasn't been fired. I've handled these in the past. It's a 5.56 anyway, so I'm going to dispose of this somewhere safe in a minute. But if you do come up here and you see stuff like that, leave it alone. Just coming down the track there. Sort of thinking about heading towards Steeperton Tor as usual, but it's up there. But I think I'm just going to keep on going down the track. And I'm going to head over towards like a little bleak house there, stop off, have some lunch, and then we'll just podder on a bit and go to Oak Tor and head back that way. But no doubt I'll probably change my mind in a minute. That's the remains of a bleak house or something similar. It's at the base of Steeperton Tor. You've got a stream running down here, so I've made it down there in a minute. Just refill my water bottle up. Then I'm going to head on up to Oak Tor. And then I may cut across the East Mill Tor. I don't know yet. I've still got plenty of time, so I'll just see how it goes. Right, I'm going to get cracking again. Right, I just come down past Oakhampton Camp. I'm now going to head into Oakhampton. So I'd just like to say thanks for watching. I hope you liked it. You can give me a thumbs up if you like, or a thumbs down, I don't mind. And if you feel free to please leave a comment, because I usually do answer the comments anyway. So I'll see you all again soon. All the best.